right. Welcome, everyone, and let's get started for today. I think before we begin anything, I'd like to offer a very short meditation just to get everybody to drop in and get grounded and connected. And after that, we will begin our shadow work. So, if you want to find a comfortable seat, whatever that might look like for you, you can have your feet on the ground or sit in a cross legged position. Definitely will keep the spine tall. And just begin to bring your attention into your body. And as you are tuning in, scanning the body from head to toes, noticing how you're feeling. And noticing where your body is connecting with the surface that you are sitting on. You can definitely close the eyes if you like. And begin to deepen the breath here. So taking deep, deep inhales into the lungs. Expanding as much as possible. So you want to breathe fully here, engaging the entire rib cage, front, side, and back. And then let's exhale from the mouth. And as you exhale, feel your body just dropping even more into your seat. And a few more breaths this way. With every exhale, dropping even deeper. And really staying with the sensations in your body at this moment. Feeling everything. Feeling the skin, feeling your bones, feeling your organs, all of it. Just scanning from head to toes. And I just want you to drop into what is alive for you right now. What is on your mind? What is on your heart? What is at the forefront of your life? It could be a struggle, but it could also be something that is joyful, whatever it may be. Just bring that to mind. And keep your breath. So we'll drop into that, whatever that may be that came for you today. Now, there's a chance if it's a struggle, you might be wanting to push it away, and that's okay. You don't have to go deeper. You can come out and back, and perhaps now just dropping into your heart space. So, sorry. Thinking from the head space down into the heart space. And if you're holding the breath at this point, please deepen the breath again. Okay, and we can slowly begin to bring ourselves back into the space we're in. Taking your time to come out of your meditation. And if you have a pen and paper handy, I'll just give you a few moments to just jot down whatever came up for you during this time, this short, brief meditation. And we'll definitely be going into deeper meditations in the next couple hours. So don't worry if you couldn't drop that deep. This is just a grounding one. So just jotting down whatever it is that came to you, whatever it is that seems to want to be explored here. And I'll give that a couple of minutes, and then we'll dive into our shadow work, which is probably the best place to start. Okay, I guess I'd like to start with thanking everyone for being here and for taking the time for yourself and perhaps for others in the future, because I'm sure there will be some things here that you can offer, especially as therapists. Um, I don't have the therapist certification qualification, but I know I have a lot to offer, and I hope this is helpful to you. And I'm pretty sure you're going to find Peter's portion very useful as well. So the title of my portion today is Shadow Work from a Tantric Perspective. So I'm going to just talk a little bit about what shadow work is and a little bit about what Tantra is, just for people who are completely new to the concepts. And we'll start with Tantra. And Tantra is actually a mystical path. It's not what mainstream Western media has made it into. It's not about sexuality, although it does include sexuality. And if you do take my Tantra 101, you'll get like more in depth about that. And whoever did the yoga training with me has already some background about that. I'm not going to go into so much details, but basically, this spiritual mystical system is dealing with energy. It's an energetic, well, it believes that the world is made of energy. The whole cosmos is energetic. Everything that exists in this physical plane and beyond it is energies. And these energies, they manifest in different ways, in different forms. And we have like masculine, feminine, we have um, fire, water, ether, air. These are the different manifestations of this energy. So it's a whole philosophy, and like I said, you can check it out in my class, or maybe even finding some books about traditional tantra, not as the West sees it, because I think there's still a lot of confusion about that. Despite that, there have been some teachers that are bringing forth the teachings, the ancient teachings. So when I say shadow work from a tantric perspective, it means that I'm talking about the energetics of it. The shadow works from an energy perspective. And as therapists, I think you are familiar with the idea that shadow work is more psychological process. And so the psyche is energy. It's all energy, right? And when I work with shadow work tantrically, it means the layers of these energies, or the layers of the body. And again, I have some writings, and if you're familiar with the yogic system, which is also equals tantra, yoga is tantra, tantra is yoga. The body is composed of different layers. So we have from the dense, which is our physical, to the subtle, which is not seen with the eyes. And these layers sometimes get overlooked because we're addressing some of it, but not all the layers. We're addressing like a superficial part of, let's say, whatever trauma it is, or whatever, what is it? The emotions that need to be resolved. So every emotion is going to have more layers than just one, many different sources. And for today, I am just going to work with the physical. So we're not going to go any more than just the physical layer, which I think would be the most accessible for everybody. And it's a good starting point. And when I say the physical, it means your physical body. So any pains from head to toes, any pains, any emotions that are trapped in the physical body. And you'll know about emotions that are trapped in the body because of the sensations that you feel, right? Like it could be a knot in your throat, it could be a knot in your stomach, It could even be just acid reflux. All these have emotions behind them. Anxiety, it'll show up with your shoulders kind of pulling over towards the ears, or it could be like a tenseness between the eyebrows, right? Um, there's a whole lot of things that can be seen with the physical body that um, we can start working on initially. So, any questions so far? Anything that needs a little bit more clarification? Everybody's doing fine? Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you. I just got a heart. I like that. Keep it coming. Thank you, Rena. All right. So, having said this, I think the best way to learn something is to actually experience it rather than to talk about it, right? So I'm not much of a talker. I'm straight to the point, and then we do the practice. So we're actually going to get into the experience of finding those areas in our body. However, not to overwhelm you, I would say to just pick one. So we'll do a first meditation. You can scan your body, locate those things, maybe write them down for future reference and for future work, but we're not going to get into everything right now because we definitely can't. This can take a lifetime, right? So just note them down and keep them there for yourself so that you can eventually come back to them and work within the same process as we're going to do today. And then we'll just pick one for today that we're going to address with all the work. We're going to breathe with it. We're going to dance with it. We're going to paint with it. And just keep that focus on that one thing that you want to address. So that's also a good thing to be mindful. Like after you list them, what's your priority today? What is it that you want to work with? Okay, and we'll get back into our meditation. So again, you're going to find your comfortable seat here, whatever that might look like. You can even lay down if you like, just don't fall asleep. I know if you're tired, you probably will, but try your best not to. Okay, and we'll keep the spine tall. Again, if you're laying down, you do want your spine in the same plane. So make sure that to adjust the spine. And just feeling the support beneath you and just begin to drop in. Deep inhales from the nose and let's exhale from the mouth. So several more breaths this way. With every exhale, dropping in even more. And now just tuning into your body. So really coming into your physical body and scanning from head to toes, noticing how you're feeling. And just investigating every portion of yourself, noticing any sensations, any tension, any pain. Maybe it's a subtle pain. It could just be like your toe is like painful today, or there's like some part of your body that's just off. Just kind of note that. And stay with the meditation. It's okay to open the eyes and write it down. I know sometimes you forget, especially when there's a bunch of things outstanding there. So keep scanning and noting what it is that you're finding. Could be tension in the neck, could be pain in the abdomen, or the knee, or the hip, whatever it is. Write it down. We'll give this about 3 more minutes. Really focusing on that physical body. And for some, it might be tough. Just stay with it as much as possible. Could be some pulsing muscle that you're feeling. Maybe you can even feel your heart beating, whatever it is. And then slowly just deepen the breath here and begin to bring yourself into the room that you're in. So shift the attention from the body to the surroundings. And then just shift the attention back into the body. And do this a couple more times, in and out. So you're noticing your body and then you're noticing your environment. And then slowly coming back into the room, coming back into the space. You can open the eyes and just maybe scan what you wrote and see what it is that is a priority for you today that you would like to work with. What is the most pressing? What is the most urgent? or perhaps it could also be, what is the biggest struggle? What is this one thing that you're just not able to figure out? And that definitely would be a priority. And then once you find that, just let me know. You can, I don't know, maybe like do something in the chat, or you can also do like an emoji on the video. I think it's available now for everyone. I'm not sure. You could do like a funny face or something. Just notify me that you're good to go. Okay, we got a thumbs up from one person. Nice. Can't find the one that, like, there should be one that shows on the video. For some reason, I can't find it. Anyway, everybody good? Okay. So once you're there, oh, look, we lost somebody. I just let her back in. All right. So now this, whatever it is, the pain, the struggle, the sensation that you're wanting to address, that's going to be the work for today. So we're going to go into another meditation. This time might be a little deeper or a little longer. And you're going to go into that sensation. So now, if the sensation is something that's hard for you, you might find yourself pushing it away. It's okay to come out of it and then come back into it. You want to, like, as they say, like, chew on as much as is available to you today. You don't have to, like, go completely in. And that's why it's really powerful to work in this way. It's called pendulation. So you're like not taking it all in. And I think we covered that in our yoga teacher training. So you're taking a little bit at a time instead of the whole issue at one point. So you'll come into it, and I'll lead you through. You're going to work with the texture, the color, the feelings that it brings up, the emotions that are related to it, maybe also the instincts. And instincts would be like fight or flight, or numb, or throw up, even is an instinct, or freeze. So we'll also find those, we'll try to pinpoint them within this. And again, you will be noting down. If I was working with you one-on-one, I would be noting down for you. So this is the tricky part about working with a group. You have to write your own notes, which is fine for now. Okay, whenever you're ready, we can go into our third meditation here. So, actually, if you need a drink of water, feel free to grab that. Usually, energetic work requires plenty of water. Okay, whenever you're ready to go into your comfortable seat, and just begin to root down this time. So imagine like you have roots from the bottom of your spine, maybe even from the bottom of the feet. And just allow those roots to completely drop down into the core of the earth. And I'll definitely share this recording with everyone for you to keep for an eternity. So don't worry about writing too much notes. And then coming into your space. Let's begin with the space you're in, noticing the sounds, the scents, perhaps the temperature around you, anything that's touching the skin, like your clothing. And then your seat, where your body meets wherever you're sitting or laying for that matter. And slowly we'll begin to shift the attention into the body. Once again, this familiar physical body that we try to escape all the time. And bring that sensation or that emotion or that pain or struggle, whatever it may be, bring that to the forefront. So you're going to drop into that sensation that you chose to work with today, or the feeling or the emotion that's showing up in the physical body. So we want a physical aspect to it, which means a pain or a tension or some kind of physical sensation. And make sure you're breathing as deeply as possible here. And I want you to imagine yourself embracing this, your choice, this sensation that you chose. I want you to imagine yourself embracing it like a big hug and welcoming it into your space. And thanking it, sending gratitude for it being there. And now just begin to engage with this sensation and perhaps even have a conversation about what it's trying to tell you. What is the message that it's relaying? What is the gift that it's offering? And we're going to sit with this for at least 10 minutes here. Really dropping as deep as you can. And if it gets too intense and you want to back out, it's okay to pull back out and just come back into your space, noticing the warmth of your space, the comfort of your space, and let that be um, your safe space, basically. And then go back into it and see if there's more that you can find. Don't forget to use the breath. You're not trying to change it. You're not trying to do anything to it. You're just embracing it and looking for the message. And if there's no message, that's okay too. Just the fact that you're willing to be with it is huge. So now I want you to notice if there's any color to this sensation or pain. What color is it? And what shape is it? What does it have? Is it like an oval or a circle, or is it a blob or a splash, or what kind of shape? And then notice the texture. Does it have a texture? And what is that texture? Does it have a taste? Is it salty or sweet? Is it sour or bitter? Does it have a scent? What does it smell like? And anything else that it has to say, maybe ask it, what are you here for? What is the message you're trying to give me? And wait for the answer. And don't worry too much if no answer comes. It might come in a week or a month, but at least you put it out there. And then slowly, slowly start pulling away your energy. You're going to come back into the room first. So noticing the sensations around you and thanking this messenger, thanking that sensation for being there, sending gratitude and stepping away for now into the room that you're in. Again, feeling the environment that you're in and see if there's anything that stands out for you in your surroundings. And whenever you're ready, you can come back into the space and open the eyes. Maybe stretching a little bit, moving the body. And I am going to pause my recording here so that we can do some sharing. And okay, so the resource, I don't know if you noticed in the meditation, I referred to your space today, the room that you're in, the cozy warmth. And that was the resource, which is like your safe and comfortable environment. And the resource can be anything from an object that you love that makes you feel so happy. Like for me, my bed has been the sacred space of my life. And it's not even a bed, it's a couch. But I sleep on the couch. Yep, I do. Or it could be even a human. It could be somebody that passed that you are very well connected to. For another of my resources is my grandmother. I always feel connected to her, and she, like, just the thought of her makes me feel so happy. So in the middle of the darkness, when I'm facing something terrible that I don't think I'm ever going to recover from, I bring myself to that resource. I think about it, or I feel it. I pay attention to it. I bring all my focus to it. Another resource that's amazing is nature. You know, being out in nature by the ocean. And that's part of why I moved to California, is because I needed that water heat, like the salty water healing. And it's done wonders to my soul. Excuse me. So like bringing it into the resource is what helps pull you through the darkness of it. And I think actually that's what Rena did today. She literally did that on her own intuitively, which I love. Okay. Any questions or comments? You can feel free to type in the chat. Otherwise, we are going to move into our breathing portion. And I think I'll give us like a 5 to 10 minute break if you need to grab some water or tea or go to the restroom or stretch your body a little bit. And the next portion is going to be breath work. So I'll leave a few minutes here for any questions or anything that's not sinking in or you need clarification on, or anything like that at all. Please feel free to ask. I'll check the chat. Okay. Nothing. Everybody's good? Wow. It's that clear. I love it. Okay, friends. Let's do, is 5 minutes good, or does everyone need more than 5 minutes? 5 is good? Okay, let's do 5. I'll pause the recording and we'll come back. All right, so we're going to get into our breath work now. So find a place to lay down. You want a nice, comfortable, supportive place, preferably on the earth. So if you can lay down on the ground, that's even better. Just because the earth is the best. And for this practice, please keep your videos on, because I need to make sure I'm watching you. It would be good to have your cameras pointing towards you so that I make sure you're okay. That's not to say that anybody ever got hurt from breathing, but it would just be beneficial for me to see you. Nobody ever got hurt from breathing for sure. So keep that in mind as you're breathing, no matter what you experience, because this will be moving energy around. Another thing to make sure of is that you're warm. You want to be warm. So if you have a blanket that you want to put over you or something to keep you nice and snug. And you're gonna lay down like you lay down in Shavasana. Perhaps if you need a support underneath the knees, you can do that, because you're gonna lay down for about half an hour all together. And I'm just gonna make sure everyone is muted here, because we don't want to distract other people in case some noises come up for you. And actually, feel free to make any noises that you need to do. Sometimes toning helps, like that kind of thing is helpful when you're breathing. So try not to resist whatever comes, basically. Your arms are by your side, palms facing up, and you want to completely release the entire body into the mat or into your mattress or wherever you're laying, your couch, the ground, anywhere. And again, feeling the connection with the earth, completely dropping all of the body into your mat here, into the earth, feeling yourself as light as a feather. Let the earth carry the body here. No tension whatsoever. Deep inhale from the nose. Fill up the lungs as much as possible, and then exhale it all out completely. And a few more breaths this way. Again, with every exhale, you will completely release and relax. And then you're going to have your mouth open. And we're going to inhale twice from the mouth. Exhale once from the mouth. So 2 breaths in from the mouth, 1 breath out from the mouth. And keep going with this. Keep it connected. Until I instruct you to hold the breath. And I'm going to play some drumming now as you breathe. Hopefully you can all hear it. Keep the breath going. Inhales. Fill up the belly, fill up the lungs, and keep breathing. Very nice. Keep it going. No matter what you experience, keep the breath. 2 from the mouth, 1 exhale from the mouth. Keep the mouth open. Very nice. Very nice. Keep that mouth open. You're doing good. Keep the breathing going. Very nice. Keep it going. Feel some tingling, and that's okay. It's part of it. This is because you're oxygenating the body. Very nice. Keep it up. Everybody's doing really good. We got about 4 minutes to go. Keep it going for this round. Inhale, exhale. Every exhale, release and relax and surrender. Just let go of everything. Okay, we're down to our last 2 minutes. You got this. Keep it going. This is the time. Deep, deep breaths. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Very nice. Almost done with this round. Let it all go. Whatever you're holding on to, allow that to drop. Keep going. 1 more minute. Deep, deep inhale. Deep exhale. Now last inhale, keep inhaling and then hold the breath on that inhale. You're going to hold for 30 counts. So inhale deeply and hold the breath for 30 counts, and I'll count for you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale everything out. Keep exhaling, exhaling, exhaling until you can't exhale anymore. And then come back to your normal breathing for a minute. And we'll begin our next round in a minute. So we got 2 more rounds to go. Stay where you are. We're going to get back into it this time. It's going to get a little bit faster. So keep that same breath. Now, whatever you're experiencing here is okay. If you need to stretch it out, sometimes also shaking a little bit, you can shake the body, allow it to move however it wants to move. And we'll come back into the next round. So again, you're gonna resume your laying position. Open the mouth and begin the breath. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale from the mouth. Keep it as deep as possible. Keep it as connected as possible. Very nice. Keep going. Another 7 minutes to go. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Keep releasing and relaxing and surrendering. Surrender to the breath. Keep it going. Doing great, everyone. Very nice. Very nice. Know that you're safe and protected. Whatever is coming up is okay. If you need to cry, it's okay to cry. Just keep the breath. If you're experiencing tingling, that's perfectly fine. It's just oxygen moving through. If there's tension anywhere, it's okay too. Just keep breathing. Breathe and surrender. 4 minutes to go with this round. Keep the mouth open. Keep the breath going. You got this. Everybody's doing perfect. Deep, deep breaths. Filling up the belly, filling up the lungs. We got 3 minutes to go. Almost done with this round. Almost there, 2 minutes to go. You got this. Keep it going. Deep, deep breaths. Very cool. Keep it going. Excellent, excellent. Let it all go. Let it all go. It's all just breath. Hey, 1 minute to go. We're almost there. You got this. You got this. Okay, last couple of inhales and hold it in for 30 counts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale everything out. And come to your neutral breathing for a minute here. And we'll do one final round after the minute is over. And then we'll have a little sharing circle. If you need to shake, feel free to do that. Allow the energy to move. You can pound your arms by your side, or even your feet if you need to, or your legs. Just shake it all out. Neutral breathing here for a few more seconds. And getting ready for our last round. Okay, and when you're ready, you can resume your position, open the mouth, and begin to connect that breath. You got this. 2 inhales in, 1 exhale out. Let's go. Got this. Deep breaths. As deep as you can. It's the final round. Make it count. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Deep, deep breaths. Just allow that breath. Very nice. Keep it going. Even though the music stopped, it'll come back. Keep that breath. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Excellent. Almost there. Keep it going. You got this, everybody. You're doing really well. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. It's the final stretch. 4 minutes to go. Inhale, exhale. You got this. 2 minutes to go. We're almost there. Deep, deep breaths. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Almost there. Release and surrender. Okay, we're down to our last minute. Make it count. Take the deepest breaths you've taken so far. Inhale, inhale from the mouth. Exhale from the mouth. It's all from the mouth. Okay, on that last inhale, taking the deepest inhale you can, and hold for 30 counts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale it all out and come back to neutral breathing. And we'll take a minute for neutral breathing here. And I'm going to pause the recording so we can share. Okay. So ecstatic dance is about allowing the energy to move in the body and usually just tuning into your body and noticing what wants to happen, which part of you wants to move to what rhythm is just enough. You don't have to do anything else but allow the body to have that movement that it wants. I say that it's a great thing to, by the end of it, to have moved every single inch of you, like every little tiny cell in your body by the end of the session should have like moved in some way or the other, just so that you can get that movement of the energies in the whole entire system. Now, some people will work with like bringing an emotion into the dance. Like if you're working with anger, for example, like bringing that into your dance. Or if you're working with depression, again, like sadness, whatever it is that wants to be released. Sometimes you don't have control over what shows up too. Like last night, I was literally in tears as I was dancing. I was like, I had like a one of the songs that came up that I had actually put on the playlist myself had me go into like almost like an anger dance, right? Like I was like literally like if somebody was videotaping me, it would have been really wild. So and through that dance I was crying. So I was allowing that emotion to move through me as I was moving. And that's like part of the cathartic piece of ecstatic dance. That's why it's so healing. Is allowing what wants to come through to just come through. It's a good way to process emotions. Whether it's anger or sadness or anxiety or no matter what it is. You know how like the deer when they're freaked out, like they're being chased by an animal in the wilderness and they're like running away from the tiger or whatever, and then the tiger leaves and the deer, what they do is they go and like they shake it out. They literally shake it out like this. And then they're back to like grazing and as if nothing just happened. But humans don't have that capacity. We hold it. If like if something traumatized you, if you had a car accident and you were like all shook, instead of shaking it out, what do? You hold it in and you're like walking around, clenched teeth, uh nervous, pulled muscles in, and it's like it gets buried and then you can't really shake it out anymore because it's like going deeper and deeper into like whatever subtle body you have instead of just being superficial. Now it's like internal. And it takes years after that to actually shake it off. So that's why I love ecstatic dancing, because no matter what happens in a day, you could just shake it off at the end of the day. Dance it out. Anyway, that's the portion. And so I'm gonna give a little break and then I'll play some music. I don't think we'll dance a whole lot today. Like, I'm not gonna go for an hour, but I want you to experience it. So perhaps I'll do about 3 songs, 3 to 4, depending on how much fun we're having. And you can keep your video on if you like or not. I'm definitely not going to record that portion, but even if I was, you probably won't be showing in, but I'm definitely not going to record it because I don't want to even record myself in this dancing. Another thing about ecstatic dance is that it's not meant to be recorded. This is like a personal healing thing that is not meant for show. It's not something that uh, it's not a performance basically. And that's something to keep in mind, that when you're moving, you're not performing. We're not saying, oh, like, look at that move, that's ugly, or that's a good move. It's just about an internal feeling that you're feeling inside you that you're allowing to come out to the surface, basically. Okay. Okay, so now that we're done with the dance and it did what it needs to do, we're going to go into our painting portion. And for painting, You can use the inquiry that you started with today. I would highly recommend that. Or you could use something completely different, maybe something that came up during the dancing. That's also acceptable. And again, you're going to flow. I will play some music as you paint, and we're going to give that, I want to say 15 minutes. We'll probably just do one piece today. If we have more time tomorrow, then we'll do another painting sessions. Perhaps after Peter's done talking, we could do a little dancing and some painting as well tomorrow if people want to stay on. I think it'll be good because I think Peter's portion is going to be more meditation focused. And so we're going to have you set up the stuff. Hopefully you have it there. You're just going to dip your brush, and don't use your mind, don't use your brain. We're not trying to draw suns and beaches and trees and dogs and whatnot. We want to stay away from something like an object to draw. Try to be abstract as much as possible and just allow emotions to come onto your page, basically. And if you don't have paints, you could use marker or pencil, but I highly recommend paints because they're more flowy. They have the nature of like dancing. That's why I like the paints. And if you've never used acrylics before, you definitely want to wash your brush between the colors. Otherwise, you'll have this big blob of brown on your page. So that's a tip to keep in mind. And hopefully you have some tissue or a rag that you can dry the brush with after every color. Okay, so let's drop into a little meditation too before you start to paint. And we're gonna just have our comfortable seat, taking a few deep inhales from the nose and exhaling from the mouth. Again, connecting with the earth below you and grounding, coming into the body and clearing the mind. And just honestly, just see what wants to come through at this point in time. Don't try to control it and feel like you have to work with what you initially thought you wanted to work. It's okay to just be open to what wants to come through, which is a great way to go. Meaning, just let go of the mind control. We're not measuring, we're not grading either. So just flow with it and see where it goes. And I'll play some music in the process.